All right, so back, shoulders, and balance. I got to put my think I'm brain on. Oh, and then we can, check to make sure our phones are off. We could do that. Mine probably isn't, but that's okay. All right, let's start. So everybody stand up. All right, so let's start with a little breathing here. So feet are nice and wide for stability. And if you have your balance and you want, you can close your eyes. If you don't, keep your eyes open. Pick a spot on the floor so the eyelids have a chance to relax. So notice, we're going to notice a couple things and then we'll notice our breath. So we're going to notice the feet being stable. Knees are soft. Soften the lower belly, the abdomen. Relax the shoulders. And we're going to send the crown of the head towards the sky. So we're elongating here. And then check back in, going in the reverse order. So crown of the head extending, relax the shoulders, soften the belly, soften the knees, and then really root those feet down. And then let's check in with the breath. So what does the breath feel like today? Is it smooth and soft or a little jagged and rushed? And let's take one more breath here. Excellent. All right, if you close your eyes, open them, and let's start moving around. So the first thing I want to do is do 6 directions of the spine. The 7th direction is axial extension. So forward and back, side to side, twist, and then lengthen. So we want to really work on that lengthening today. All right, cat and cow first. So we're going to bend the knees a little bit. Bring the hands to the front of the thighs. Drop the chin, tuck the tailbone. This is our cat, our exhale breath. On the inhale, we're going to round up, looking up, open up. So we're sending that heart center up towards the sky. And then exhale back to cat. Inhale, open up to cow. So I'm going to let you do a few on your own at your own pace, moving with the breath. And then one more each direction. And then coming back to neutral. All right, let's do our laterals next. So feet might be a little bit wider. So our center of gravity is shifting a little bit more. So your one hand can be on the hip or down that leg. We're going to inhale the first arm up. And then exhale, bring it back. Second side, inhale. And exhale. Excellent. As you keep going, you might find that that side body's opening up a little bit more. So we're just kind of warming up here, so not overdoing it might be the key. And then the other important thing is to keep that breath going. All right, we're going to do one more time each side. We're going to add an extra breath in. So we're going to inhale that first side, breathing into that rib cage. Excellent. On your next exhale, bring the arm back. We'll do the other side. Inhale. Breathing into that side rib cage. Excellent. And then bring it back. Nice. All right. Nice gentle twist. So I want to keep this twist in the upper half to upper third of the spine. Feet are nice and wide, arms out to the side, wherever you like, anywhere from straight out to closer to the body, somewhere in the middle there. So we're going to inhale, nice and tall, feel that extension. Exhale to the first side. Inhale, center. Exhale, second side. If you like to go faster, you can do that, but remember, we're still warming up here, so don't overdo it. Excellent. All right, one more time each side. We're going to exhale and then take a couple breaths in that back rib cage. So kind of last couple of ribs. And then back to center. And then let's go to the other side. Breathing into that lower back rib cage. Excellent. And then back to center. Excellent. So next, we're going to do a half sun salutation. We're going to do one round regular and then one round with an extra breath, noticing and working on extension. All right, so let's just do one round regular. Hands start at the heart. We're going to inhale, hands come down, arms come up. Exhale, arms out to the side, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees, arms come out, inhale all the way up. Palms come together. Exhale, hands to heart. And again, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees, arms come out, inhale all the way up. Palms together. Exhale, hands to heart. And one more like this. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees, arms come out, inhale all the way up. Palms together. Exhale, hands to heart. All right, second round. Here we go. So we're going to inhale, hands come down, arms come up. Exhale, forward fold. So we're going to inhale, halfway lift. Hands can come to the front of the thighs. So the extension here is crown of the head, tailbone. So we want that extension. Feel the pull away from each other. So breathe here. And then exhale, release back down to that forward fold. Arms come out, bend the knees, push the feet into the earth, all the way up, palms together. Exhale, hands to heart. Or do that two more times. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. You're going to pause here, take a couple extra breaths. Feel that extension. Inhale, lengthen. On your next exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees, arms come out. Inhale all the way up. Palms together. Hands to heart. Let's do that one more time. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Feel that extension. Inhale, lengthen the spine, the head of the top of the head away, tailbone back. And then on your next exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees, push the feet in, arms up to the side, coming all the way up, palms together. Exhale, hands to heart. Excellent. All right, let's do some balance while we're here. So our first one we're going to do is moving balance, and it is axial extension. So we're doing palm tree pose. So different poses, you can do the same pose with different intentions and feel different results. So usually when we're doing palm tree pose, we're just not paying attention, just doing whatever. This time, feel that extension in the spine as the arms go up. And if you want to just do the arms and feel this, we're lengthening that whole spine. And then exhale down. If you want to add the toes, that's awesome. Let's see if you can actually feel that length. Maybe just in the spine, maybe the whole body. If you want to add on and add an extra breath coming up on the feet and then another breath, you can do that. If that's too much, just keep it simple. One breath, one up and down. Excellent. And one last time. Nice. All right. So we'll go ahead and do the other moving balance. We'll do opposites. An option to do the arm up. So let's see how we do that. So bring the arms up, and then the arm comes and meets the knee. That's an option. Or if that's too much, hands at waist height. To do it like that, or to bring it up. All right, so go ahead and pick where you want to do, or you could switch back and forth. So if you feel a little wobbly, because we're doing something new, find a point straight ahead or towards the floor where nothing else is moving, because other movement's going to distract your visual input. So this one might be a little tricky with the breath. It is because I'm not talking. To concentrate for this one. All right, one more time each side or finish off evenly. Excellent. All right, so you feeling that in the shoulders a little bit? Yeah. All right, let's do some shoulder stuff. So if you have specific injuries to the shoulders, you probably already know what not to do. If they're just tight or weak, then stretching and strengthening are both important. So we're going to do mostly stretching today, but there are definitely things to do to strengthen. So let's do this one. So we're going to bring the arms straight out to the sides. Feet can be, a little bit wider than the hips. And I like this one for that range of motion or rotation in the shoulders. So we're going to start with the palms facing down. On the inhale, we're going to open the palms up towards the ceiling. Thumb comes back, maybe goes a little further. Exhale, bring the palm back down, and then the thumb goes down towards the floor, or maybe even further. So we're just going to keep that rotation going. Inhale when the palm is up. Exhale when the palm is down. Excellent. All right, and then we'll release the arms back down. Check them out. All right, so let's do, you're not getting, like, when I ask for ideas, sometimes I might go a little far. So if it gets to be too much, step it back. Don't overdo it. But we're going to do Warrior One next with special arms for that. But let's start with just moving the knees. So turn one foot out, step the other foot forward. So we're going to inhale, straight leg, exhale, bend. Excellent. Push off, step back. Let's do the other side. Turn that foot out. Second foot comes forward. Inhale, straight leg. Exhale, bend. Excellent. Push up, step back. All right, so now we're going to add the arms. If you have shoulder issues and this is too much, you can do hands to heart or cactus arms or arms straight up, all those different options. What I'm going to do today is some strengthening in the trapezius. So that's the big kind of diamond shape that goes up from your neck down to your middle back and then over to your shoulder blades. So it's big. And that is the muscles that when we get those rounded shoulders and forward head, they are overstretched and then they spasm. And that's when you get that upper back pain because they're overstretched and weak. So we're going to do a little strengthening here. Do not overdo it because you'll be crying tomorrow. All right, so here's what it looks like. So we're just going to open the arms up and bend the front knee. And then when you get to about here, you're going to pull the hands back towards each other a little bit, activating those muscles. If you can feel it now, you know what I'm talking about. And then exhale, bring back. All right, so don't overdo it. Inhale, open. Activate, exhale back. Inhale, open. Exhale back. Let's do two more. And last one. Excellent. And switch feet. All right, you ready for this side? So how many do we do? 6? All right, we'll keep it at 6. Arms out in front. We're going to inhale, open. Activate those muscles. Exhale back. Again, inhale, open. Exhale back. Excellent. And 2 more. And last one. Excellent. Drop the arms, step the feet back together. All right, if you want, shake it out. So let's do our tree pose and then we'll do some shoulder rolls to kind of release that a little bit. So for our tree pose, we're gonna not worry about the feet. where they are. So starting with just kickstand pose or tripod. Word was not coming into mind. All right, so one foot, heel above the ankle of the other foot. So this can be your feet. You can go up higher, that's totally fine. But I want to move the arms while we're doing this. So lower might be better. If you want to do it up higher, it's totally fine. So we'll start with the hands of the heart, and then we're going to bring the arms up, and then we're going to breathe and move. So, and extend. So I have my right side is extended, straight leg, arm up. Take my left hand, inhale, and then exhale, bring that down. Inhale, bring it back up. And exhale down. So feel that extension on that one side, movement on the other. And we're also getting that rotation in that shoulder. Excellent. All right, last time up. And one more full time, inhale down. And bring it back up. Excellent. And release. Shake out the legs, shake out the arms. Torso. All right, let's do the other side. Root the other foot down, heel above the ankle. And again, you can go up higher, that's totally fine, but we're moving, so as long as you're not falling over, no rules. Okay, so we're gonna do the other side now. So inhale and exhale. Inhale, bring it back up. And exhale down. I'm going to extend that straight side, that arm that's up and that foot that's down. And one more, we'll finish this one and then do one more. And release. Excellent. You can check out the arms, check out the legs. And then let's come into those shoulder rolls. All right, so we're going to inhale, bring them up and forward, exhale, down and back. Excellent. And then reverse, inhale, back and up, exhale, down and forward. Excellent. All right, a couple more, either direction or straight up and down. All right, shake it up. So let's do, oh, this is an oldie but a goodie. I don't know if we've even done this in this class. So we're gonna take the right hand behind the back, and we're gonna grab that right wrist with the left hand and pull the right arm down towards the floor. So you should feel it in this shoulder. And then here comes the fun one. Then we're going to take the left ear towards the shoulder. So you may not go very far, and that's okay. We're not pushing into pain, just coming up to that edge. If you want, just for fun, wiggle the fingers of that right hand. And I'm going to start drooling in a minute here. All right, so carefully inhale, bring the head back up to center. We're going to release the hands and shake it out. I don't know if you can see. I can see it on a couple of people. Your right hand is hanging lower than your left hand right now. Yep. All right, let's do the other side. So we're going to bring that left arm behind us. Grab that left wrist with the right hand, and we're going to gently bring that left arm down towards the floor. And then exhale, gently bring that right ear towards that right shoulder. And for fun, if you want, you can wiggle the fingers of that left hand. Excellent. And then release the grip. Bring the arms back, shake them out, and relax. How'd that feel?
Yeah.
Pretty cool, huh?
Wow.
Wow. Let's do one more. I don't know if it's shoulder or neck, but they're all connected. So it's kind of like flossing the nerves. So I know this is
Quite the image.
getting down in there. Yeah, actually, but I was talking about this in my class last night. When you have sciatica issues, there's a nerve floss that we do for that, and that involves like moving the head and the foot, and that does the whole. Woo. So this is similar, but it's more smaller joints. All right, so we're going to take the right arm, stick it out to the side, and then point the fingers up towards the ceiling, and then turn the head to the left. Then we're going to drop the fingers down towards the floor, and then turn back and look towards the right. All right, let's do that 2 more times. So point the fingers up, turn and look towards the left, point the fingers down, and then turn and look towards the right. Excellent. 1 more time. Fingers up towards the ceiling, turn and look towards the left, drop the fingers towards the floor, and then turn it back towards the right. Nice. Release the arm, release the head. Let's do the other side. Left arm out, fingers up towards the ceiling, turn and look towards the right side. Point the fingers down towards the floor, turn and look towards the left side. Fingers up towards the ceiling, turn and look towards the right side. Fingers down towards the floor, back towards the left. 1 more time, fingers up, turn and look towards the right. Fingers down, turn back and look towards the left, and then release. Nice, shake it out. So I don't know if anybody felt that. First time I did that, I was like, oh. So there's all different parts of the body that you can do that with too. So if you like that, maybe I'll find some more for fun. All right, what were we doing next? Let's do, so what were we doing? Back, shoulders, and balance, right? Okay, so let's do some more shoulders, but gently, but while we're doing balance too. So we'll do the Warrior 2, and we'll add the high lunge with it, because that does some nice balance work. All right, so you guys ready? So you're gonna step 1 foot forward. That back foot's at closer to 90 degrees. And the hands at the heart, arms open out to the side, bend that front knee over that front ankle. So let's take a couple breaths here and feel the extension in the fingers, away from each other. So we'll take an inhale. On the exhale, front forearm comes to that front leg. This upper hand can come to that hip. The hand can come towards the ceiling or overhead. So probably done a lot with the shoulders. If you want to rest that hand on that hip, that's totally fine. All right, so we're going to take an inhale and come up to Peaceful Warrior. So that front arm comes up towards the ceiling. Feel that extension, extend the fingers up. And then we're going to do our high lunge. So 2 ways to do it. So if you don't want to come down, you can swoop the back arm up and pivot that back foot and come to a high lunge that way. Or you can bring the arms down, pivot that back foot, and then come back up. So one way might be easier than the other. If you have your balance and you want to come up on those back toes, that's going to be more work. If the balance is not quite up for that, keep that heel down on the floor. If this is uncomfortable in the shoulders, got cactus arms for you. Or if they're tired, hands to heart. But feel that extension in the fingers. So we want that crown of the head, fingers up. All right, so let's go back to warrior two, so that back arm goes back. Pivot that foot again. Feel that extension with the fingers. And then let's go through that again. Side angle pose. That's an exhale. This upper arm can be up or down or overhead. On your next inhale, windmill around to peaceful warrior. Extending those fingers again. And then your choice, swoop under or fold forward and then come back up to high lunge. And then adjusting the shoulders wherever you want them to be. And extend with the fingers if they're up. Excellent. All right. Back to warrior two. Pivot that back foot again. Check in with that front knee. When you do all that moving, we kind of might get a little out of line. Extend out with the fingers again. And last time through, side angle pose. Excellent. And then inhale around to peaceful warrior. And then let's do that high lunge. Swoop under or bend forward. Pivot that back foot. And coming back into it. And again, adjust the hands wherever you like. So we've got extension, a back bend, and strength. Woo! Go yoga. All right, back to warrior two. Oh wait, and breathing too. Awesome. All right, drop the arms, step the feet back together. Shake it out. Shake out the feet if they got a little tight or sore. Awesome. All right, other side. So one side might be easier than the other. Hands at the heart, arms open, bend that front knee. Extend out through the fingers. Excellent. And then we're going to exhale, side angle pose, bend that front elbow to that front thigh. This upper hand can be on the hip, up towards the ceiling or overhead. Other one. There you go. Excellent. All right, here we go. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Front arm comes up towards the ceiling. Check in with that front knee again. Did you go straight? Excellent. All right. High lunge here. So you can swoop that arm under and pivot, or come down, pivot, and then come back up. And again, where are your shoulders at? Are they tired? You had enough? Or are you still working through some range of motion here? Back bend, maybe. Extend up a little bit more. Excellent. All right, back to warrior two. Pivot that back foot. And then let's go again. Side angle pose. Inhale, peaceful warrior. And high lunge. You'd swoop under or fold forward and come back up. Very nice. Back to warrior two. And we got one more time through. Side angle pose. Inhale, peaceful warrior. And then our fabulous high lunge. You can swoop that arm under or fold forward and pivot that back foot and come back up. Check in with the shoulders, where do they want to be? And then we'll finish off with one more warrior two. And drop the arms and step the feet back together. Excellent. All right, shake out the legs, shake out the arms. All right, we're gonna do one more balance and then come down to hands and knees. All right, let's do around the world. Halfway around the world, we'll do both sides, so then it's all the way around the world. All right. If your balance is not what you want it to be today, chair or the wall, or just coming off the mat for me helps a little bit. Hands can be on the hips or just down by your sides. I think this one, or even out to the sides. And it can change too, that's fine. All right, so we'll start by going forward and around, and then we'll go back and around. So we'll do one side at a time. So we'll tap forward and then kind of like following the clock all the way around at the back and then back to front. Out. Two more. And last one. All right, we're going to switch sides, go forward with the other foot, out and around, back to center. Two more. And last one. Excellent. All right, now we're going to go backwards, back and around. So we'll step back, out, front, back to center. And last one. Nice. All right, other side. Back, out, in front, back to center. Two more. And last one. Excellent. All right, so that was the easy part. Let's come down to the floor and do. No, all right, so let's come down to hands and knees. So we didn't do any wrist warm up that we usually do, so we'll just do two things here so we don't overdo it. All right, so first thing, cat and cow. I'm gonna exhale cat, inhale cow, and I'm only counting this as one. And then I said cat and cow. We'll just count this as one. And then the second one, I'm gonna give you an option to do child's pose instead of plank. That's your option, but for plank, we're looking at strengthening the shoulders, strengthening the core, and extending the spine. So if you can do it. All right, so back to neutral. And then here's our options for plank. If your wrist hurt, come down to the forearm. Or if you have blocks handy, you can have your hands on your blocks. I don't think I've done a plank like this. That might be a bit much, but forearm is an option. All right, so here we go. So for plank, we're gonna do this, we'll step it up first. So we're gonna extend one leg first, or if you've got this and you just wanna come into your, no, keep your feet, or keep your toes down on the floor. There you go. And then bring that knee back to the mat and then extend the other leg back, toes on the floor. And then we'll do full, both feet come back. So for your plank, you want the hips so they're in line with the heels and the shoulders, We don't want them up and we don't want them down. In a nice line. Take another breath here. And then bring the knees back down. And we'll do one more option here. I'm going to do a forearm plank. So you can actually bring the palms together if you want. That might be a little easier. So a triangle shape. And then step the toes back. So you're extending back through the heels, forward with the head. If it's too much on the forearms, you can come back up or rest in a child's pose. All right, and then bring the knees down, toes together, knees are wide, and we're gonna walk back to a child's pose or puppy pose. So getting the breath back to smooth and soft, it may take a little while, so just take your time with the breath. And another option with this is to breathe into the back rib cage. So we do a lot of work on the front side of the rib cage. See if there's some movement on the back body. Excellent. All right, so let's come up to seated. And we're going to come into our 6 directions of the spine seated. So we did it standing up. We're going to do it seated. So we'll notice how that feels. All right, so sitting up nice and tall, we're going to start with our cat and cow. If you want to sit cross-legged, you can do that. Bring the hands under the knees. If you want to keep the legs out straight, bring the hands under the thighs. All right, so here we go. So sitting up nice and tall, we're going to exhale back to cat. Drop the chin, tuck the tailbone. On the inhale, rounding up, looking up. So this is our back bend. Exhale, this is our forward fold. So those are the first 2 directions. Excellent. And then back to neutral. All right, now we're going to do our lateral. So that's that side body opening up here. We're going to bring one hand to the floor. This keeps that opposite knee from popping up. And then inhale, bring this other arm up. And just go as far as is comfortable. So if your shoulder is not feeling going further than this, that's fine. If you're coming down into the spine or into the rib cage, that's awesome. Exhale, bring it back. And then other side. Inhale. And exhale. Excellent. We're going to do one more time each side. Excellent. All right, so the last 2 of the 6 is our twist. So I want to inhale, lengthen, exhale to the first side. Inhale, center, exhale to the second side. One more time, each side, or finish off evenly. Excellent. All right, so now we're going to come down onto the, actually, we're going to do forward fold first, and then we're going to come down onto the spine. So if your legs aren't already out, bring them out in front. And we're going to do forward fold here. So if you want to experiment here and notice which feels better, when I first started yoga, the idea was that you engaged all the muscles in the leg. And then I've taken other training and it's like soften the legs so that they're relaxed. So you might find you like one better than the other if you can notice the difference, then you can do whichever one you prefer. So then the other thing I'm going to suggest is that you actually walk the hips back. I know that sounds counterintuitive, but it works. All right, so let's use gravity. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Tap down wherever you reach. Inhale, bring it back up. Exhale, fold forward. Tap down, bring it back up. Exhale. And inhale. We're going to do it one more time and stay down. Exhale, fold forward. If you want, you can grab onto the legs wherever you reach. And just kind of pull yourself forward and then exhale again and release. So if there's some tightness in that lower spine, it might be because the backs of the legs are tight, because stuff's connected.
How'd you know?
Because if it's tight, if the back of your legs are tight, like what you're doing, bend the knees. And that will take that pressure off that lower spine. Excellent. All right, to come out, we're going to extend the arms over the legs. Push the legs into the earth. Inhale as you come up. And then exhale and release. Beautiful. All right, let's hit the floor with the back. I'm just going to turn sideways here. You bring the feet up to the top of the mat, hands on the knees, and then rolling back onto the spine. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go back to those palm tree pose arms. So hopefully you don't have a bunch of stuff right next to you, because we're going to do, usually we do just arms up overhead like that. But I'm going to show you the other options. So we're going to start with that one. We'll do, so two options with the legs. They can be out straight. If that is uncomfortable in that lower spine or anywhere else, you can bend the knees, feet in the mat. And let's do this first one. So we're going to inhale, arms up overhead to the floor above you, and then exhale, arms back down by your sides. The second one, we're going to do cactus arms. Inhale. So we're bending at the elbows. Hands are kind of a little bit above the head. Arms are out to the sides. Exhale, bring the arms back down by your sides. And then the third one, we're going to flip the palms up towards the ceiling and do the snow angel arms. So the arms slide up towards the crown of the head. So depending on any kind of issues in the shoulders, they may not come all the way up. Or if they're tired from all the stuff we did today, they may not want to do that either. And then exhale, arms back down by your side. So let's do one more round of that. We'll do the first one, palm tree pose arms. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, arms down by your sides. Second one, inhale, cactus arms. Exhale, arms back down. And then the last one, flip the palms up. Inhale, arms slide along the floor to the crown of the head. Exhale, arms come back down by your sides. So when we end class with that, with the palm tree pose arms, you can do those other two if you prefer those. Either one or all three, however you like. All right. Next, we're going to do a good morning stretch. So if your legs are not out already, send them out so we're flat on the floor. We're going to inhale, arms up overhead to the floor above you. And then we're going to give it a good morning stretch. So we're going to extend the fingers and the heels away from each other. Feel that whole spine lengthen. And take another breath or so here. And then we'll bring the arms back down by our sides. And next, we're going to come into bridge pose. So we're going to bend the knees, feet come into the mat. And we want to line up the heels and the knees and the hips. We're going to start with just raising the hips. So option A, arms down by your sides. Option B, robot arms, bending at the elbows. Fingers point up towards the ceiling. And here we go. So we're going to inhale, push the feet into the floor and lift the hips up by the hip points. So we're not pushing, we're pulling. And then exhale and release. And again, inhale, lift the hips up. And exhale, release back down. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, lift. And exhale, release. All right, let's do our second round. We're going to add the arms. Inhale, arms up overhead. Hips come up towards the ceiling. Exhale, bring them both back down. And again, inhale, lift. And exhale, release. And one more time. Inhale. And exhale. So how you lift up into this pose affects which muscles you're engaging. So if you squeeze the butt to pull up, we're not engaging core muscles to lift. And that's what we want to do, is use the core muscles instead, so that they are getting stronger, not the butt muscles. All right, one more round. Inhale, lift from the hips, arms up overhead. We're going to exhale and release just the hips. Nice and slow, take your time. Feel that stretch in the shoulders. Take another inhale. Exhale, arms down by your sides. And again, inhale, lift, arms up, hips up. On the exhale, release just the hips. Take another inhale. Exhale, arms down by your sides. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, lift, arms up, hips up. Exhale, release just the hips. Nice and slow. Take your time. Feel that in the shoulders. Take another inhale. Exhale, arms down by your sides. Excellent. Let's do our one-legged Apanasana. So we're going to exhale, one knee in. Inhale that foot back to the floor. Exhale, second side, knee comes in. Inhale, foot to the floor. And again. Let's do one more time each side. And then let's do both knees together. So exhale, knees in, inhale, knees out. So this is our mid-back relaxation. Getting the spine back to symmetrical. Excellent. All right, let's bring the feet back down to the mat. We're going to extend both legs all the way straight out. And we're going to do our banana asana or crescent pose. So we're going to inhale the arms back up overhead. And we're going to walk the legs over towards the left. and walk the arms over towards the left. So if you were looking from above down, you're in this little crescent shape or a banana. So if you're comfortable here, stay right here. If you want to extend that side body stretch, grab the right wrist with the left hand and or cross that right ankle over the left ankle. All right, so we're gonna take 3 breaths here. So the first breath, we're gonna breathe into that rib cage. Inhale and exhale. Second breath from the shoulder to the hip. Inhale. Exhale, hip to shoulder. And one more breath from the fingers. Inhale down to the toes. Exhale, toes to fingers. Excellent. All right, uncross, ungrasp, walk back to center. Give it a little stretch and then walk over the legs over to the right and the arms over to the right. You can stay right here or cross that left ankle over the right and grab that right wrist with the left hand. Or sorry, left. Yeah. Okay, I said it right. Oh my gosh, I got so confused. All right, so 3 breaths here. Inhale into that right rib cage, or sorry, left rib cage. Now I'm confused. 1 breath there. Inhale, shoulder to hip. Exhale, hip to shoulder. And 1 last breath. Inhale, fingers to toes. Exhale, toes to fingers. Excellent. Uncross, ungrasp. Walk back to center. Give it 1 more good morning stretch. And then we're going to bring the arms down by our sides and do a couple of palm tree pose arms. We've got those 2 other options if the shoulders are feeling a little shaky right now. So we're just coming back to a symmetrical spine. So if this is too much on the shoulders, you can do those snow angel arms or the cactus arms. Excellent. Finish the one you're on and do 1 more. Wonderbar. Okay, so relax the legs and the feet away from each other. Arms down by your sides, away from the torso. Maybe tuck the shoulder blades under if that feels okay. Getting any last little wiggles out. I'm going to sit up so you can hear me better. And let's do our relaxation pose. So starting at the feet, working our way up to the top of the head, relaxing each part as we go. Relax the toes. Relax the tops of the feet, the soles of the feet, and the heels. Release the ankles. Relax the calves and shins. Release the knees and the space behind the knees. Relax the tops of the thighs and the backs of the thighs. Release the hip joints. Let the pelvis be heavy and sink into the earth. Relax the abdomen. Release the rib cage and let go of breath. Let the shoulders be heavy and sink into the earth. Relax the upper arms, elbows, and lower arms. Release the wrists. Relax the hands, fingers, and palms. Relax the throat and the back of the neck. Release the jaw. Let the tongue be heavy and fall away from the roof of the mouth. Let the eyes be heavy and fall to the back of the head. Smooth the forehead and face. Let any last thoughts seep out the top of the crown of the head. Let the earth's gravity hold you. Let the air around you breathe you. Take the next few moments and just be. Gently coming back into awareness. Wiggle your toes. Wiggle your fingers. If you'd like, you can roll your head side to side. When you're ready, and with an inhale, rolling over onto your right or left side. When you're ready, and again with an inhale, pushing up to a comfortable seated position. And to bring breath back into the body and find us safely on our way, let's do sun breath number 3. So palms together, elbows together. We're going to inhale, open, exhale, closed. 3 times. Ready? Here we go. Inhale, open, exhale, closed. And again, inhale, open, exhale, closed. And one more fabulous time. Inhale, open, and exhale, closed. Palms together, back at the heart, and namaste.
Namaste.
Thanks, Gabe.